All right, so thanks for coming into another video. Today we're going to be going through the install of a garage insulation, garage door insulation kit. So I did zero research on this. I saw just on like one of the suggested links for Amazon, and I threw it on the wish list, and eventually it got bought for the holidays last year. Completely forgot about it for quite some time, and then I wanted to be able to take the space for the pressure washer in the garage where the insulation in its box used to sit. So I enlisted the help of my wife to help hold and get some of the material down and go ahead and get it installed. Summer's coming in pretty quickly here in North Carolina, so a uninsulated garage with no ventilation, if I can keep some of that heat out, that's going to be advantageous. And on the flip side, it'll help in the winter, allowing me to do more stuff in the garage for longer durations of time. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the time lapses and then go on to some of the review. So as you can see in the background and at the end of the time lapse, the insulation is up. However, it is going to be on my do not buy list, and I will throw the link in the description for those of you that are interested. So overall, I think it's a great concept. It's a great idea. It looks like the gaps are sealed nicely. You can see kind of over my head. But the issue is the double-sided tape that they provide is pretty atrocious. So it works great within like the first couple minutes. Like I started the video at the door was at 83 degrees. So it wasn't really super hot, it wasn't cold. It's kind of like that mid-range warm. The adhesive was starting to peel away from the door pretty quickly. We redid the tape a couple different times, but it's not really helpful. So kind of show you the spots where we did carefully and the spots that we did less carefully once we realized what was going on. All right, so originally I had cut these areas around the hinge and just kept the flap there just to help insulate against the hinge itself. But any amount of tension that was still in this sheet from just being a vertical cut was helping to cause stuff to pull away. Unfortunately, as I'm just doing this video now, like there's still so many areas that have already started to peel off. Like, I mean, this is gonna be a great definition of you get what you pay for, and I mean, this is just poor. And the cut was bad because I realized what was happening, but this would be a 1 out of 5 stars for me. Man. It's definitely gonna help some, but it's only gonna help while it's still actually stuck to the garage door. So we'll see what happens. As we raise the garage, you can actually start to see the actual gaps where we're now insulating out some daylight. But I'm just as it went all the way up, that piece came completely unstuck. This piece came completely unstuck. Now with the weight of the garage door itself, or the insulation itself pulling against the tape, I fully expect this to be on the ground in less than 2 days. So, and looking at what would be the underside of each of these respective joints, and like that's completely unstuck, that's unstuck, unstuck, unstuck. I mean, we cleaned the heck out of the metal before putting the tape on, but it's subpar. It's absolutely subpar. So that's also why the cheap Moscato wine came out, just because didn't want to run to the store and get beer, and my frustrations were growing pretty quickly and pretty rapidly. And if I started on the bourbon while trying to calm down and take a step back, breathe, I could tell that it was going to be a much longer day. So that's where things are at the end of the install. I'm going to leave the door up for a bit, probably another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and, then I'm going to go ahead and let it back down and see what temperature differences we do have. So I guess this will be phase 1 of garage door insulation, and phase 2 will just be some rigid foam insulation, and it's not going to be all the way across. It's going to be more just panel, 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 panel. So it won't be as good, but at least it won't fall. So if I didn't know better, and if I didn't do the whole project to start to see the failures and the weak points in it, I'd say, I mean, it looks pretty okay. But for the other pieces that I already showed, this is the definition of good from far and far from good. So didn't have to wait the full 2 days that I initially thought. Just left and came back from running an errand and grabbing some dinner, and this is what we're left with. So one of the pieces is about to come completely off. That one is not far behind. These look to be holding on for a little bit at least. Yeah. 0 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend. Alright, so for those that were curious at home still have 3 of the panels up. So 77, 76, 76. So the uninsulated panel is bleeping colder. Can't make this up, guys. All right, so this is the morning after putting this stuff up. Both top layers are gone. Bottom layer is basically gone. And it's not even hot today. It's like 65 or so currently right now at 1:15 in the afternoon. So, yep, don't buy this crap.